Hi there. Today I thought I might show you around Perth's iconic Kings Park, but I thought I might start with some history. So Perth was inhabited by the Noongar Aboriginal people for at least 40,000 years before the Europeans arrived here. The Noongars are just the people who inhabited this area. There are at least about 500 different communities or Aboriginal clans that inhabited Australia throughout, all with their different languages, dialects, cultures, beliefs. There's a lot of diversity going on there. So the Dutch arrived in 1697 and decided that Perth wasn't really for them and moved on. But first the captain of the ship that was here decided to call it Swan because of the black swan that he saw on the river. Later on, in 1829, Captain James Stirling arrived here and decided that Perth was worth his time. He decided to colonise this area and called it the Swan River Colony because of the swans on the river. So the British government agreed to recognise Perth as the first free settlement in Australia, and in 1829 June, settlers began to arrive. I'm standing in Kings Park. Kings Park's pretty iconic in Perth. We have weddings here, cafes, concerts, children's play areas. About 2/3 of it is bushland covered in walking trails. We have the West Australian Botanic Gardens, Perth War Memorial, where everyone gathers on Anzac Day to remember those who have died in wars that Australia's participated in, and I'd say pretty good city views too. This is Kings Park's War Memorial. Every year on Anzac Day, people gather here for the dawn service. Last year, in 2017, over 40,000 people gathered here as the sun came up. Kings Park was also a very important cultural and communal area for the Noongar people before the Europeans arrived. It was used for all sorts of ceremonies and holds significant cultural and religious value. Trees such as the marri tree were also used for medicinal purposes in this area. It's thought to be so important to the Aboriginal people because it's such a high point in an otherwise flat area. This is really such a beautiful green patch in the middle of the city. As I mentioned, there are a lot of concerts held here in Kings Park. For example, both John Farnham and James Blunt are due to perform here in early 2018. So being just by the city centre, Kings Park is super easy to get to. I just caught a free bus called the Cat Bus from the city centre to here, which dropped me off, and I walked about 15 minutes into the park centre. This here is called the DNA Tower, appropriately named because it's shaped like DNA. From the top you can see Kings Park, bushland, the city, and even Rottnest Island. So I've made my way down from Kings Park to Elizabeth Quay. Elizabeth Quay opened in January 2016 and it was just a way to reconnect Perth with the Swan River. It's surrounded by various bars and restaurants in which I will sit for the rest of the night, enjoy a glass of cider, some live music and watch the sunset over the Swan River. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video and I'll catch you next time. Bye!